sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They go play action with Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 19-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And it's third down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mixon again.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon.
Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals 7, Raiders 0. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Carr on the bootleg. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Carr to throw again.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 28.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
At the 34-yard line.
Second and 4.
Burrow on play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted.
It's David Arnett picking it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. On play action, now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfrow. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr.
And he'll go underneath here to Drake.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. On the give, this is Drake. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Cincinnati.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
The second quarter score from KC. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage.
That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
For the field goal, a 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And running with power here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Raiders 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this one is incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Just like that. Express.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Vegas, first down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Now Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Man left. You got three down. Like three.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Shotgun now for Carr. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Chris Conley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. McPherson on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Raiders 17. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 9. Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action to Drake, now Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
36-yard line.
Carr now on first down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he's going to go deep for Conley. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line. That's the end of
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Carr to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Touchdown, Raiders! Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think... The tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow will throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
31, Raiders 24. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're good.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's caught inside the 35.
You'll get nothing.
Touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Carlson on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations, type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now he steps away, and he wisely will throw that one away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. To throw again on second down. Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
And a Bengal first down.
Here we go.
Throwing now. Burrow on first down. Connecting with Mixon. Push, breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
To throw, Burrow.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tim Patrick, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
The game is tied at 38 all. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Throwing his car.
Being chased out left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Carr to throw.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Right back to Drake. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Not laying back defensively. They blitzed right there first play in OT.
The game's changed a bit, hasn't it? I'm telling you, when we were kids, most of the time you'd lay back, not necessarily prevent defense, but you want everything in front of you and hope that the offense made a mistake. Now people aren't counting on that. They're going after them and being aggressive. Of course, if they pick up your blitz, it could be a big play for the offense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Kenneth Murray drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's A.J. Cole now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And a crazy inning of defensive score wins it. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.